Okay, so everything is changing. We're living in a world of technological advancement such that the economy is now growing at a fast rate compared to the early stages when we were just advancing our technology. So you will notice that due to technological advancement, even the rate at which people are able to access information has become actually higher. So you notice that people are able to actually get the relevant data that would take them a long time to access in the olden days compared to nowadays. So you see, we have so much development in the economy such that we have a lot of software engineers, web developers, as well as different kinds of engineers that are busy advancing the platforms that speed up the rate at which information is accessed on the World Wide Web. So this age is so important for transforming individuals' capacity to reach greater heights in terms of improving themselves, in terms of their personal development, as well as in terms of being conscious of economic fluctuations, economic performance, as well as any other aspects of the economy that they may be interested in to understand. This is because when you look at the olden days, people used to compete. Companies used to have more access to relevant data to enforce their economic decisions relative to individuals who are not having the relevant capital to actually drive economic activities that would be relevant to actually earn them something more like a profit for survival. So you see, in the olden days, individuals, the cost of searching for information was much higher on the individual perspective than it was on a company or organization perspective. You see, due to the technological advancement of today, individuals are able to compete with organizations in terms of the capacity to market their products as individuals, because we have so many software developers that are developing apps that are making it far much easier for individuals to use high quality tools to actually develop powerful marketing strategies relative to big organizations that, probably due to the largeness of the organizations, they are still lagging behind in terms of advancing their marketing strategies. Because when you're working in a big organization, due to the hierarchical nature of organizations, you'll find that coming up with new decisions take longer to adapt in the organization, because your decisions have to pass through so many people to be accepted and then adopted. So you'll find that most big organizations still operate the same way they were operating 10 years ago, and take time to adopt modern technology to actually influence their operations. So you find that most big organizations will still be using the traditional methods of operation, yet we have individuals that are now leveraging their business using technology, modern technology that is giving them the comparative advantage, or rather the advantage to compete with these big organizations. So basically, technological advancement is very powerful, and individuals are supposed to be adjusting their methodology with respect to changes in economic systems. So you see, like today, we have so many different applications that are allowing individuals to create content and boost their marketing strategies, as well as create more tools that they can use to sell out in the market and basically compete with these big organizations. So basically, the world has changed, and what I'm more interested in to talk about today is basically the rate at which people are accessing information. So you see, due to high technological advancement, we have so many people publishing content even on the World Wide Web. So we are basically in the stage where there is too much information, because the education system is also now changing. There is too much information. We have so many applications that are enhancing information distribution. Like, for example, we have now AI, artificial intelligence, that is also assisting individuals to actually deliver certain information that is boosting the rate at which people can have access to that particular information. So you'll notice that the fact that we also have so many developments on the application side or the software application side. For example, you'll notice that individuals that do not have coding skills are now able to design website using applications such as WordPress, which allows them to actually create websites without having sophisticated or having all the knowledge on how to code. So basically, you find that these individuals are able to create websites and start putting out content on their website, which allows them to distribute certain information to the public that is of relevance. So you find that the internet is becoming bigger. The rate at which the internet is growing is now very high. And therefore, you'll find that there is too much information on the internet. Way back, if you are trying to find information on a particular subject of interest, it will take you months or maybe even years for you to find that particular information. Not because it is hard to find that information, but because it is difficult for you to find the resources to be able to access the internet and find that information. So sometimes, like for example, way back, you would find that even these platforms we call, for example, publishing platforms, way back before open access was introduced, you would find that there wasn't open access, and researchers, when they are publishing their content, they would publish their content for free without being charged anything, and their content would be kept. But yet, those organizations that publish their content would actually charge certain fees for other researchers who are interested in that particular information to access that information. So you would find that way back, because there was no open access, most information that was published was held, and most people were not having access to that information because they couldn't afford the cost of that information. So, but because of technological advancement and changes in the economic system, now there's this new system called open access, where the publisher is charged a certain amount to allow their research to be open to the public for free, and therefore enhancing the ability of researchers and other individuals to have access to that information. So you'll find that due to these changes in the economic system that are leading to an increase in the rate at which information is being disseminated or published on the World Wide Web, you'll find that the World Wide Web has become very big, filled with a lot of information. But then, in as much as this is a positive thing, it's also a negative thing. It has led to a negative effect in that individuals are now, those who are not experts in whatever information they are looking for, are more likely to be misled by a huge amount of information that are published out there, because now anyone can publish anything for free, with little cost. So you find that even those who do not have much relevant information to publish, they'll obviously publish, because the cost of publication or putting out information on the internet has become very low now because of the developments, the technological advancement. All you need are data bundles, a simple smartphone, and you can start publishing your content and producing any kinds of content on the internet. So you find that because of this opportunity, it is more like we're having so much information, but due to information overload, this is more likely to lead to a compromise on the quality of information access, or rather the quality of the likelihood or probability for someone to have access to quality information is reduced, because anyone can publish anything that they want nowadays. So you'll find that because of this, those individuals who are not experts in whatever information they are looking for, they are more likely to be misled by the information that is published out there, the first information they might find there, because you'll find that nowadays Google has so much information. So this is where consultants come in. So you'll find that experts in the field, those who have been understanding the data that you are looking for on the internet for a long time, those who have expertise in whatever information you're looking for, are now on high demand, because you will need a consultant or an expert in the field to actually give you guidelines on the right information you should look for, and also give you the awareness of how you can classify wrong information and correct information, because it takes expertise to actually be able to identify the right information and the wrong information. But for those who are new in whatever field and they're looking for particular information on the World Wide Web, which is now growing at a faster rate every day, they may find difficulties to have access to quality information. So that is why consultants are now on high demand. Consultants are needed to help those who are not experts in whatever field to be guided on the right information that they need. Then you can see that even though you don't look for a consultant, there are so many people who are now developing softwares, AI softwares that, like, for example, we have softwares like ChatGPT, which allows you to actually ask it questions and it gives you answers based on the way it has been programmed or trained to answer certain questions in a professional way, depending on how you phrase or ask the question. So these softwares are being developed because the fact that there is information overload, this has also led to opportunity for business, specifically for software developers, to start developing AI tools that will allow people to have a personal guide or a personal assistant that is artificial in nature, like ChatGPT, to allow you to actually be able to ask it questions and it guides you on the information that you need based on how it has been trained. So we also have other different kinds of AI tools that are allowing people to have access to information at a fast rate based on how they have been trained by experts to provide expert advice, as well as professional advice or any kinds of advice that they need, depending on whatever they are looking for. So you see that information overload has led to such opportunities for those who are able to develop such softwares that can be programmed in a way to have that expert knowledge and be able to assist individuals rather than going for consultants who are human beings and they are also able to give you that expert advice. However, you see, when you're dealing with AI, the fact that we human beings are not perfect and the things that we create or design do not come out perfect. So you find that even these AI tools that are being developed are not so perfect to give you accurate information. And the fact that AI is not at a stage where it's able to use value judgment to actually determine the value of something based on some wisdom rather than logic or the way it has been programmed, or going beyond the way it has been programmed. These AI tools are not conscious as a human being, so they may give you information that is prone to error. They may give you information that is not accurate, and if you're not an expert, you may be misled by these AI tools, and therefore, even though they are developed to help you filter out unnecessary information and be able to access specific information that you need from them, they may mislead you and you may end up with poor quality information that is AI generated. So you find that even though we individuals are now, or even though software developers are developing these AI tools to assist those who are not experts in their field to be able to quickly access information that is relevant for their field, or rather for whatever subject they are interested in, consultants who are human beings will still remain on demand as long as these AI tools are not conscious as human beings, because human beings will be able to tell you whether something is correct or it's wrong, not only based on the way the textbooks have phrased things, but even going beyond the textbooks, and the fact that the human brain is able to update itself quickly relative to an AI tool that requires a human being to update it, given that there is a change in the economic system. You'll find that consultants will still be valuable. Consultants who are human beings will still be valuable because they are the ones, human beings are the ones who design these tools. So human beings will still be relevant in that we human beings always update our system or our ways of thinking. In fact, we are the ones who change the system. So if you come to those who change the system, then you're more likely to be more updated with quality information than sticking to using AI tools that need to be updated. This is not very far from the truth. You can see the AI tools that we have, like for example, we have this ChatGPT. Sometimes when you type certain things, it will tell you things like, as an AI model, the last time it was updated, maybe it's 2021 or 2022. It can only give you information up to that date and things like that. So it still needs to be updated. So that's one of the huge costs that comes with developing technology, because you always have to update the technology just like that. So basically, because of that limitation, human beings remain superior to these AI tools. So you see, information is very powerful, and information is what drives economic decisions. So you'll find that this is the reason why we have organizations such as Research Expert Solutions. There are basically a group of individuals with significant expertise in research and data analysis, who are basically here to help you guys have access to information through us relevant to you, given that you are pursuing some research, or basically you are trying to analyze some data using different kinds of analysis, like say maybe econometric analysis, statistical analysis, or any other kinds of analysis in the scientific field or social scientific perspective. So basically, Research Expert Solutions is here for you. You can contact us anytime, or you can visit our website at researchexpertsolutions.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you with whatever problems that you have. So Research Expert Solutions, we are here to help you with research and data analysis. We are experts in the field as research consultants who have been working since 2020, helping people to actually be able to do their research and their data analysis. So information is very powerful, and if you can have an ability or an opportunity to have access to relevant data at a faster rate, you are more likely to make economic decisions faster than those who are going to access that information not as early as you access it. So basically, those who are ahead of us are basically those who know more than we know. So being ahead is basically based on you having more information, because if you have more information than the other, regardless of whatever means you used to access that information, you're more likely to be ahead than those who do not have that information. Because if you have more information than other people, you're more likely to determine ways to change the current system and make it in such a way that benefits you, right? So that's basically how the world works. So yeah, this is all that I had to talk about today, because information is power, and we're here to make the world a better place. Anytime, we are here for you. This is Research Expert Solutions.